What's wrong, buddy?
He's not paying me.
That's a lie. He's lying.
He won't pay me.
Here's a funny story.
Haminations dropped a new video, so you know we gotta react.
Hey, Bryson, lay down on the ground.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
Yo, Bryson. The whole family got problems.
I'm gonna pee.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I've
Really,
made
though,
several
that's how families
videos
be.
about my siblings, but there's one that I've yet to tell you about. The oldest sibling, my
so
only
he has
sister,
two brothers
Brittany.
and a
By
sister,
the way, that intro skit was a true story.
Bryson, what the hell? Did somebody paint your cheeks? Was that a picture of your cheeks just in the background? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, we get it, bro. We don't. You don't have to show her.
She
your
actually
BBL
did
every
that to
single
me.
episode.
But to be honest, looking at the whole picture, Brittany
everybody
was the
can afford
sibling
that
that was
BBL.
nicest to me growing up. I mean, she's 10 years older than me, so it kind of makes sense. Why would a 15-year-old have beef with a 5-year-old?
That's how it be, though.
She even gave me a nickname when I was born.
Precious.
I would tell you what
Precious.
nicknames my brothers call me, but I don't want to get demonetized. She was
Oh
the
my
nicest to me
God.
as a kid, but that's probably just because the bar was set so low by Brody and Braden. She was the only one who wasn't massively disappointed when I was born. Seriously, my brothers
Bro.
wanted another sister, and my parents wanted it to be a surprise. When Brody and Braden came in to meet me and learned I was a boy, they were crushed. You think I'm joking, but I have proof. Look.
Oh my
Ain't no way.
goodness.
Come here, what do we
Is this real footage?
Brody. Hi.
Daddy want to say hi to us?
She's sleeping.
I don't think you can say hi right now.
It's a boy, baby.
A
It's a new
boy,
baby.
just like you guys.
Surprised?
It's me.
I know.
Oh,
He's just like you. He's a boy.
they were just kids, though.
Brother. You want us to try for a sister?
Oh, buddy.
Bro, is you really about to cry?
Sister, your sister's right there.
But that's really how kids be, though.
I was a disappointment from day one! Did you see how destroyed Brody was? And Braden went to say hi to Brittany instead of me. Like, excuse me, I just barely entered the earth from heaven. I was expecting a warmer welcome than this. Look at
That's
my
kinda
mom's
crazy.
baby announcement she sent out. It's another boy. What did I do to deserve this? I'm so sorry that I inconvenienced you all so much by being born. Anyway, let's start off with a classic family
It's
story.
alright, Bryson.
I had just been given a new big boy bike, a significant upgrade from my little fixed gear baby bike. I took it to the
Alright.
top of the hill by our house and rode down. It was so fast and exhilarating. I turned into our driveway toward our parking bay and tried braking by pedaling backwards, because that's how my little bike worked. But this was a big boy bike.
Yeah, that's-
Pedaling backwards
that's not
did
gonna work.
nothing. It was too late.
Not the Lego brick.
I'm gonna pee! Brittany's first reaction to other people getting hurt is to laugh hysterically and try not to pee. I think
Oh
it's because
my
she's been
God.
desensitized to pain from watching all those true crime documentaries.
Her arms were cut off. Her legs were cut off. Her ears were cut off. Her tongue was cut off. Her nose was cut off. Her eyeballs were plucked out.
But regardless of her
Yo, what show is she watching, bro?
obsession with murder, she was very sweet to little old me, and I'll always remember her taking me to Chuck E.
Charles
Cheese and playing
Entertainment.
Deal or No Deal together. I still remember our winning strategy.
That's the bank. No deal.
Yo,
That's
you
the
don't
bank.
look like you.
No deal.
What's going on, brother?
Now, let's open your case. You win.
Although she wasn't always so nice to me. One time when I was very young, we were moving into a new house, and little me wanted to wear a paint lid as a hat. When the paint lid would fall, I would cry. Brittany kept coming back to put it back on my head to comfort me, but it kept falling off and I kept crying. So obviously, she glued the paint lid to my head. Mom had to shave my head in order to get the lid off. My hair was ruined.
This is my bread and butter. I can't have you messing up my bread and butter, dude.
Anyway, eventually Brittany started dating and she brings this guy home. I was maybe 7 and we were chilling on the beanbag and playing phone games when all of a sudden the guy says,
"It's like really awkward that your little brother is here."
like, excuse me,
What?
this is my house. It's really awkward that you're here, chump. Oh, I want an empty room so that we can get to the kissing part of the night, even though it's our first date. That's mighty presumptuous of you,
That's our
forehead.
first date
Brittany,
too?
this
No,
guy's
that's it.
no good for you. Kick him to the curb.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
didn't
kick
really
him.
say that, but I thunk it. Anyway, she dumped him. Then her next boyfriend was Kyle.
That'd be
One
dope.
time he was babysitting me and I made him watch Danny Phantom with me all day. I also remember showing up at his house one time, inviting myself in and playing a skateboarding game with him. Then he gave me a toy car and that was enough for him to get my blessing to marry Brittany. Anyway, they're married now, just like all my
Yeah,
other
they're
older
married?
siblings.
Damn.
Flash forward. I was in high school and Brittany and Kyle were living in Mom's basement. One night we heard Brittany and Kyle yelling downstairs and I got a half-hour lecture from my parents about how hard marriage is. I mentioned it to them the following day and they said, "Oh, we were just watching a hockey game and we were excited." And I was
Bruh.
like, "Well, then I got a big lecture about nothing." During this time, Brittany had to stop by a car shop with me in the car. She asked if I could run in and grab some stuff for her car.
Hey, Bryson, I need you to go in the store and ask for blinker fluid. I'm out.
Okay.
Blinker fluid?
Do you guys have blinker fluid?
What fluid?
Blinker fluid.
Someone's pulling your leg, young man.
Yeah, what
Blinker
the hell?
fluid isn't a thing.
What? Let me go ask
Yo.
my sister.
Nah.
I'm gonna pee! She pranked me! But then I pranked her back by making a video about it and monetizing it. So, who really won? Now, while living
Yo.
together, Mom and Brittany had a few arguments. I don't even remember what the arguments were about, but eventually, after an argument escalated for a while, it would get to the point where they would stop trying to resolve it and instead just try to deal as much emotional damage as possible. And this was my favorite one. I was chilling in Mom's room. Brittany came in and they started rehashing an argument from earlier that day. It escalated
Right.
and they yelled for a while, then Brittany stormed off. And as she did, Mom said, "Did I ruffle a feather?"
You don't say that disrespectful to any of your other kids, and I won't stand for it! Ah!
So
Yo.
that was fun. Don't worry, Mom and Brittany are all good now. But in retrospect, I would say yes. Mom did indeed ruffle a feather. Now it's time to talk about
They
Brittany's
have to
kids. My nephews, Hank, Brock, and Jack. I love my nephews.
Brock, and
They're huge improvements from the source material. Anyways, I take being the favorite uncle very seriously. Piggyback rides, puzzles, and stuffed animals galore. I also teach them valuable life
okay.
lessons. What do we do when someone is mean to us? That's right! Violence! Can you
Bryson
say
Bolo.
Violence.
violence? Good! Be
Valencia.
resourceful about it too. Throw rocks, bite people, push them down the stairs, all that good stuff.
Okay.
But for real, I do try to influence them positively in whatever way I can. Bad.
Bad.
Bad?
Good.
Good.
Hey.
Uncle Bryson, are we getting paid for this?
No!
I'm a voice actor, and voice actors get paid.
No! No money for you!
You know what? I'm calling my agent.
Yeah, right, like you have an agent.
Dad!
What's wrong, buddy?
He's not paying me.
That's a lie. He's lying.
He won't pay me!
Yo.
Here's a funny story for each of the boys.
Oh, no.
One time, I tied a laundry basket behind this little go-kart thing we had, and I put Hank in it, and I would drive him around the kitchen floor. It was a huge hit. He loved it. I would also do the occasional power slide.
Bro, I remember
but
doing that
one
on
time
the
I
laundry
slid too
basket,
hard, and...
Oh. Oh yeah, once that baby started crying, it's over, bro.
So that was fun to explain to Brittany. Another time, Brittany was outside her house talking to a friend. Brock kept coming out, tugging on her arm, and asking for her attention, but Brittany kept telling him to wait inside and that she would talk to him when she was done. Now, Brock is usually sweet, but this brought out the sourness in him. That's why we call him Sour Patch Kid.
You ruled the day. You neglected me, Mother.
Brittany finished talking and went to go inside, but the door was locked. Brittany told
What?
Brock to unlock it, but he just stared at her, challenging her authority.
Damn.
Finally, Brittany climbed through the window and yelled, "Oh, you'd better run!" But Brock just stood his ground and stared at her defiantly as she approached, as if to say, "I do not fear you, mother. I'll spare you what happened
What?
next." Jack is just the
Time
cutest
out.
little sweet pea ever. But when visiting, I would often be holding him and... But what really stuck with me was when I found him trying to eat a baby wipe. I tried to take it from him, but he stared at his hand and then
Why
at
is it
me.
actually a thing where like babies will eat everything but their own damn food, bro? Like they want to eat everything but their food.
Holding tight to the
them.
wipe. I struggled against his grip as he stared.
Do you feel in charge?
Finally, I used both hands to pry his hand open. Why did a baby have me questioning my strength? I love visiting and having fun with the boys. They also watch my videos, and Hank has some of them memorized. He can quote them better than I can. Hey boys, who's your favorite uncle?
Bryson. The other uncles are cringe.
Haha, yes, I'm the best guy ever.
Definitely
You
gave
know
them a
what?
script.
Don't flatter yourself, pal. I'm sick of you fishing for compliments all the time. Stop using me as a prop in your narcissistic online circus. Your whole channel is just a pathetic, thirsty attempt to fill that gaping hole in your heart. But guess what? No amount of praise can fix your massive amount of insecurity. External validation won't fix you. Have some self-awareness and go
how
to
old are these
therapy
damn
or
kids?
something. You worthless little psycho.
Hank's right. Why did an adult need compliments from small children? You're cringe, buddy.
Bro.
To end this video off, I
How
thought
do you go from being the best uncle to goddamn they just on his ass?
me and
like,
Brittany could reminisce together about some of
crazy.
our other favorite memories together. Please enjoy.
Bryson and I had very different moms growing up. I had the mom who was on me. If I wanted to go anywhere, it was, who are you going with? What time are you going to be back? If you're not back by this time, then this. And
That's always-
now, my brothers
that's
just can
always
do
how it
whatever
is
they
at the
want.
first
My
born.
mom's tired. She told me she is just tired and done parenting.
Well,
That's how
I
it
never
is.
wanted to leave. I just stayed home all the time.
Yeah. I've only stolen one thing in my life, and I was about 4 or 5 years old, and we went to a fabric store, and there was a pumpkin with gum in it. My mom told me I couldn't have it. We got back in the car, and she looked at me in the rearview mirror with her piercing eyes as I was chewing bubble gum.
Bruh.
She looked at me and said, "Brittany, what are you chewing?" And I said, "Gum." And she goes, "Where'd you get it?" And I said, "The store
From the
we were just
pumpkin.
at." She turned that car around so quickly, marched me back into the store, proceeded to make me tell the cashier that I had stolen the bubblegum. Then we left and drove next door
Damn.
to the police station, where she got an officer, pulled me out of the car, and asked them, "What happens if you steal?" And the police officer said, "You go to jail." And my mom turned around and looked at me and pointed and
Yeah,
said,
that's
"She
W
just
mom
stole a
though.
pack of gum from the fabric store." And I thought I was going to
Gotta
jail.
teach them
Needless to
kids,
say,
bro.
that's the first and the last time that I stole
They be
anything.
wild nowadays.
What if the officer just arrested you on the spot? It's like, she's going to juvie, and mom's like, wait, my lesson isn't working the way I
Yeah,
thought.
she's 5 years old. So I actually did end up in jail. I was a nurse in a jail. One time I came home from a long 16-hour shift at the jail, and I'd walk in and see Bryson sitting in the same pajamas that he's been in all day, slurping down a bowl of cereal. I'd look at him with disgust and ask, "How much money did you make today?" Let's just say he made a lot more than I did.
She's not salty or anything.
Yo.
Well, that was fun. In conclusion, Brittany is my favorite sister. Wait. Hey,
Wait,
hope you
is
liked
she?
the video. Thanks
Wait,
for
that's,
watching.
that's his
Don't
older
forget
sister,
to check
right? Or does he have wait?
out the merch, and while you're down there, send some love to all the amazing background
Hey, but this is a W video, man. Hey, this is really like, you know, because I'm the oldest in my family stuff, so it kind of hit home like how the sister was and just the whole family in general. But hey, W Haminations video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you comment other videos you guys want me to react to and everything. And yeah, man, W Bryson, W Haminations. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.